Alright, welcome to our channel. Now, some of these jokes are pretty bad. These first ones are from Rodney Dangerfield. She was so fat, type jokes. She was so fat, her bathtub had stretch marks. She was so fat, while standing alone, a cop came over and told her to break it up. Her belly button had an echo. She was so fat, you had to slap her thigh and ride the wave in. She is so fat, after sex she smokes a ham. She's so fat, she can only play Seek. Yeah, can't play hide. She's so fat, she can only play Seek. How do you turn a pussycat into a fish? You don't wash it for a few days. How can the best race be racist? What country do deaf people come from? I don't know either, but they all have the same accent. I was in the hospital, and the nurse said I couldn't feel anything below the waist, so I felt her tits. You want to make your wife scream after sex? Wipe your dick in the curtains. What is red, slimy, and goes ho ho ho? A placenta clause. What's worse than mommy kissing Santa Claus? Daddy giving Rudolph a reach around. Some of these jokes are, I got some amputee jokes, and I don't know. My friend Joe just lost his leg the other day, and I hope he's got a good sense of humor. I'm doing these jokes for him. What do you call karate for amputees? Martial arts. If you cut off your left arm, your right arm would be left. I've been having trauma going to the toilet. I've been having PPTSD. Stupid. So, without nipples, boobs would be pointless. What do Asians and chocolate have in common? They will both kill your dog. I can't say this one. What's the best thing about being an abortion doctor? You never have to buy dog food. What do you do after you rape a deaf girl? Break her fingers so she can't talk. What's funnier than a dead baby? A dead baby in a clown costume. What does a cow have 3 of and a girl have 4 of? It's kind of a riddle. You have to think about that one. A guy wakes up after an accident in the hospital only to find that they cut off 4 fingers of his right hand. When the doctor came in, he said, "I'm a cab driver, and will I still be able to drive?" The doctor said, "Maybe, but I wouldn't count on it." My grandfather came back from World War II with two amputated legs and an amputated arm. He never said exactly where he got them, and the whole family was pretty disturbed when he put them over the fireplace. I'm sorry, I'm having a little problem pronouncing stuff. What do you say to a girl with no arms and legs? Nice tits. A cat falls in the water. A rooster laughs. The moral of the story is a wet pussy can make a cock feel good. I was outside school and one of the parents asked me what year was my daughter in. And I said 2026. What year is your daughter in, you weirdo? Last year, I bought my wife an artificial leg as a stocking stuffer for Christmas. Forward, I am heavy. Backwards, I am not. What am I? That's another riddle. Answer to the first riddle was letters. There are 2 fathers and 2 sons in a car, yet there are only 3 people. Can you explain that? If there are 3 apples and you take away 2, how many do you have? A lot of people miss that get that answer wrong. As a family, we couldn't decide whether to have Nana buried or cremated, so in the end we let her live. I was going to tell you a time travel joke, but you didn't like it. I'm not on X, but I will stop people on the street and tell them shit they're not interested in. I'm getting older now, so some people give me their seats. It's nice on a bus, but it's kind of creepy in the men's room. I flunked out of college twice. The first time because I was a drunk. The second time I was sober, but the shit was hard. I'll tell you a drink here. What does a non-binary person do on the toilet? They, she, it. I like this joke here. I told my wife this joke and she got mad at me. My wife's aunt got a tattoo of a seashell on her inner thigh. When you put your ear up to it, you can smell the ocean. I like that one. Just think about that. My dad bought my little brother a trampoline for his birthday. The ungrateful little shit just sat in his wheelchair and cried all afternoon. policeman tried to give me a ticket for no rear view mirror, but I didn't see him. I had an appointment to see my psychic next week, but she called me up and told me I wouldn't be able to make it. I just found out my college girlfriend needs a kidney transplant, and I'm not worried because her body hasn't rejected an organ for 20 years. Actually, in all fairness to her, she could probably count every guy she slept with on one hand if she was holding a calculator. People ask me if I still miss her, and I do, because I haven't had the scope on my rifle adjusted yet. Let's see, a couple more. A doctor says, I got some good news for you and some bad news. You only have 2 weeks to live, and the good news, see that nurse over there? I'm banging her. This is a funny one. I was talking to a Filipino and said, you got something on your cheek. And she went to brush it off. I said, no, the other side. And she stuck her finger in her mouth. A guy wakes up in the hospital and started screaming, I can't feel my legs. And the doctor says, that's because we cut off your arms. A cop pulls over a guy and asks, do you know your wife fell out of the car a couple miles back? The guy said, thank God, I thought it went deaf. A 60-year-old is laying in bed when his wife comes out of the bathroom naked with a towel on and wrapped around her neck like a cape. And she says, super pussy. And the guy says, I'll have the soup. I'm not any good at gambling. I tried counting cards, but I always come up with 52. My last girlfriend said that I was unnecessarily mysterious. Or did she? This is repeating some. What is easier to pick up the heavier it gets? A woman. I guess that's all for right now. I'll go through my joke list, and there's some old jokes in there that I think are great that some of you have probably never heard before. I said them a long time ago, but I hope a couple of those jokes made you smile or laugh. And if you're offended by them, I'm sorry. So take it easy and have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Take care.